Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. We're having a start of a beautiful day. Construction guys working next door. Skies look pretty nice. We had a beautiful full moon last night. I actually went out and took some photographs of the moon when getting the neighborhood in the background, and it was lit pretty good. I also noticed on my last video I made yesterday, it was dark. It was actually kind of dark here, but the camera really picked it up. So this camera, I really like it. This is a Sony FDR 3000, and boy, I'll tell you what, it really picked up a lot of light. I was really surprised. But watching a little bit of the news, I got some, and even CNN, and I forget what other news. These ultra liberals are even coming in, and I saw that. I think it was, I can't remember if it was Van Jones or what, on one of these TED Talks about the path for Trump, for this to go through the House and then get handed over to electors per state. That to me looks like where this is probably going to go. The fraud, they're not going to be able to keep this under wraps no matter how much the news media says it's a big nothing burger. They can say that all they want, but they're not going to keep this under wraps. It's just getting too big. It's snowballing. It's getting real big. If you think the libs cried in 2016, if Trump takes it again, they're really going to go ballistic. I mean, their heads are going to explode. So make sure you're not close to a liberal. If you do, bring some plastic. They tell you to wear a mask and a face shield. I think you should get just a big plastic shield over your whole body, because when they explode, it's going to get messy. But looks to me like he's going to win. I'm seeing too much news to the contrary on the mainstream media. It's just the crap they're pulling. But they're even starting. Some of them are starting to even admit that this is going to be a done deal coming up. But we're having a beautiful day. It's a fantastic day. I had a nice walk this morning. I don't know if it was because the full moon or what. There's my beautiful boy. Say good morning. But only 2 houses where dogs barked at me this morning. I was walking pretty quick, and I had my quiet. These new flip-flops my wife bought me don't flop. They don't make the flip-flop sound. So I was walking very quickly. Kids were all sleeping, so I was by myself. So I was walking very, very quickly, and it was a quiet morning for walking. It was the first morning I walked around here where only 2 houses. Please don't do that.
Okay.
Were two houses where the dogs barked, and both of them were happy dogs. They just wanted me to come over and pet them, But the ones he's chained to about a 2-foot chain on the edge of the house by the door, so there's no way for me to reach in and pet him. The other one's right by the fence, so I go pet him. He's a real friendly pup, and he doesn't even really bark that loud, scared bark anymore. He just yips to let me know. So I've been going over petting him, and the people who own him, they don't mind. The lady looked out the window when I was petting him the other day, so they don't seem to mind. And it's a nice dog. He's a real old dog. He doesn't look like he's got a long time to go. His teeth are worn down pretty good, and he just wants his belly rubbed. I notice these dogs here in the Philippines. They're craving for attention. People don't really pet them. Some people keep their dogs in the house. They take good care of them, just like in the States. But a lot of people just chain them outside. They never bath them. They stinky. You don't want to pet them. Your hand will stink for 2 or 3 days if you pet them. But I don't know. I always took care of my dogs, even the ones that were outside. My hunting dogs, you didn't bathe because you wash their protection off. They'll get sick. But all the rest of my dogs, the ones that were pets and my buddies and stuff, I bathed them, and I started bathing them when they were young, so they got used to it, and they knew that was going to happen. Because if a lot of dogs I didn't let in the house, but the ones that were in the house were clean. We had one little dog. It was a dachshund, Jelly. The kids named him Jelly. That was a fantastic dog. Hey, bub. And just a fantastic. Hi. Good morning.
I'm gonna eat outside.
Okay, go ahead, Maddie. Let him through. Come on. You should just get out of the road, buddy. Don't block the path. But Jelly, every time that dog took him out in the morning, he'd go poo-poo on this little poo-poo spot, and took him in the sink and bathed him. Bathed him right up. Washed his butt just like we do here, and that was our little house dog. the most famous lap dog in all the world. little miniature dachshund. I love that dog. He used to be a Doberman, but I think he got run over on the train tracks. So, but he survived. But that's where we're at with that. But guys, I'll tell you what. Now I'm starting to see when MSN when they start saying, you know, there's paths for him to do this and it's constitutional paths. Now I'm starting to think, yeah, they're conceding. They're going to start conceding. Biden ought to. There was a Fox News, not Fox News, but Fox News, same place actually, saying that if Biden gets a pardon, he would concede. I wasn't buying that when I saw that. You know, I just clicked off of that one. That was some of the stuff they're trying to put out is just a big pile of baloney. You know, he wouldn't be still working on the cabinet if he was thinking of conceding. You know, he should, but I wouldn't give pardons to anyone. I mean, if they unearth all this voter fraud, let's say he gets in through the states voting for him, and he gets in that way, I would not stop these treasonous things. You know, they said 4 years ago, you know, because Hillary would be in jail. I ain't seen it yet. I'm getting really tired about all these people supposed to be going to jail and they're not. You know, if he wants to clean this place up, then put them in jail. Put these evil doers in jail. You know, if they're breaking the law, if they're committing treason, put them in jail. Just be done with them. I'm just sick of these people being out on the street anymore. You know, if they're doing this stuff. You say, oh yeah, we got you on this and that, we're going to put you in jail. Well, do it. Or are you all buddies? You know, I love to see these senators and congressmen, whenever they get done, you know, going to adversary somebody. I love you too, buddy.
I'm not going to be dead.
I hope not. But you know, you see them, and then they're hugging each other, and you know, they're all making deals with each other. You know, and I get sick of this stuff. I'd like to see all that cleaned out. I'm sure all the rest of you guys would too. You know, I would. Everybody would like to. So here, I just my wife saw something on the TV this morning that they're allowing the little kids. Supposedly allowing the little kids to go to the mall coming up. I don't know when that's going to go through. She wasn't too sure what they said. So we're going to keep an eye on that. I would like to get my kids out and take them to the mall. You know, I take them anywhere. You know, I've always taken my children wherever we go, and now they're forcing me to not be our normal selves. I'm not worried about my kids getting this stuff. It's, to me, I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying this thing. The thing that really gets me, and something you guys look up on your own. Don't trust me, but country by country, even in the United States, state by state, and you can go worldwide. You can look up all these numbers, and the death rates this year are not any higher than they were last year, the year before that. You know, it's just, it all changed. Heart attacks are way down, strokes are way down, all these other cancer deaths are way down, because they're all being labeled COVID, guys. You know, so, you know, this planned takeover of the world by these nefarious powers. You know, you guys got to start waking up. You got to start waking up and saying, hey, you know, we ain't buying this anymore. I saw a video. It was High Impact Flicks had it, and I just laughed. I laughed so hard. The dude confronted this man at the store and says, "Hey man, why aren't you wearing a mask?" He says, "No, I don't have to wear a mask. I got my magic rock." And the guy goes, "Well, what does that do?" He goes, "Same thing your mask does, nothing." I just loved that one. That's an original guy. I really liked that a lot. But thank you guys, viewers, for sending me a lot of links. I actually picked up a lot of new channels that I subscribe to. I don't just subscribe to a lot of them, and some of them I'll subscribe and I watch them for a while, and if they're not doing anything different or something newsworthy, I just take them off. Some of the channels I really like, they're definitely shadow ban them, even though I got them on the notifications that some of them weren't being shown. I was having to go over to BitChute, and there's a Rambler, I think it's Rambler's the other one, that I can go watch. I don't want to sign up for a lot of these things. You know, they just want too much of your damn information. If this is an online platform where you can talk, you should be able to talk anonymously if you want. You know, you shouldn't have to give them all this information. One of my subscribers said that they wanted a picture of the driver's license front and back. I'm like, hey, you know something? Screw you. You want that kind of stuff? I'm not messing with you either. It's baloney. This is all a big pile of baloney. So just be careful on that kind of stuff. That's like Parler with all the crap that they want. I'll still put stuff on there, but they're probably going to go the way of the dinosaur with me. It's the same thing like with Newsmax. I was watching a couple things on Newsmax, and yeah, they got a few good stories. But you know something? I'm starting to get a jaundiced eye towards them because too many of the mainstream outlets are pushing that. So, and it's just like, okay, what are they? They're the Fox of 5-6 years ago or more. And when are they going to change? And who owns them? I like One America News. I believe that's what it's called. I watch the Australian news. I watch the Indian news. I get some pretty good information from those sources. But any of the American news media, sorry guys, it's like China now. Like my one Chinese friend told me. He says, "Oh, you guys are still watching the news? It's just government propaganda," and that's exactly what it is. All the mainstream media in the USA now is government propaganda, and not the lawful government, the Trump government. It's the opposition, and I watched an interview where someone was trying to say about the voter fraud, and the Fox dude, this young Fox dude, just kept talking over. Wait a minute, who's interviewing who here? That's just shutting her up. They bring her on there to try to say that they're not biased, but then they won't let her speak. And she's like, oh, this is the third time. She's trying to get this information out, and this guy don't want to hear it. He just keeps yakking over. So it's not news. If you're an interviewer, you ask the question and you shut your mouth. You don't interject yourself on there or try to get your idea across. You're interviewing that person. So, open up your eyes, guys. We're getting boned with those people. So just tune them off. I won't even watch it. I look at my phone. I get all my news from the phone. And now Fox will put these good headers on. Trump this or here's the full thing of Trump. You know what? I won't even click on it. Nothing to do with Fox at all. I won't even open it up here because I don't want them picking up a following here. They're traitors. They turned on us. They're nothing but a bunch of turncoats, Benedict Arnolds. That's all they are. Just like the rest of them that done it many years ago. And I'm not having anything to do with them. Anything that says Fox, F-A-U or F-U-A-X, F-O-X, same thing. I'm not watching. I don't care about Tucker Carlson. He turned on us. He threw us under the bus so fast it wasn't funny when it came to money. It's all they're caring about. Once they start making that kind of money, they said they're paying them $24 million a year. When's that going to be enough? I mean, when do you jump up and say, my reputation's on the line. I'm going to give the real good news, not just because I'm getting a paycheck. I would have loved to seen him when Fox told him you have to do this crap. I would have loved him to say, something, I can't do that, and let the chips fall where they may. Maybe he'd go to work for One American Network or something. Yeah, for less money. Sure, I'm sure. But, how much money do you need, Tucker? You're just rolled over for these guys just for money? If that's all that you care about, then something? We're done with you. I saw a dang thing on Fox News where their numbers are just tanking huge. Just down the toilet. And good. Good riddance. Good riddance with bad news. So, this is me, just kind of on a rant again this morning, but it's a beautiful day. We're into the election months now. So, y'all take care, and don't forget to pray for each other. This is Rick Shaw out.